Have you ever felt that strange sensation when the world around you falls silent and you sense something lurking in the shadows? Tonight, we delve into a legend that captures this eerie feeling. A creature that blurs the line between reality and myth, striking fear into the hearts of those who dare to wander alone. Have you ever walked down an empty road in the middle of nowhere when night falls and the silence feels too heavy? The wind rustles the dried vegetation, and any unusual sound makes your heart race. It is in this type of scenario that the legend of the jackalope comes to life. A creature that blends the body of a rabbit with the antlers of an antelope, born in the imagination of the American West, among deserts, prairies, and small towns lost on the map. At first glance, the figure may seem curious or folkloric, almost amusing, but the older stories do not describe it as something harmless. According to local folklore accounts, the jackalope is not just a strange animal. It is said to be too fast to be clearly seen, silent when it moves, and unpredictable when cornered. Hunters swear they have heard light footsteps behind them, on trails where there should be no one. Others recount that when aiming at a regular rabbit, they realized too late that the silhouette had antlers, and in the next instant, something passed by them like a low shadow, almost brushing against their legs. The feeling is not just one of surprise, but of threat, as if you have intruded on the territory of something that watches without being seen. In some versions of the legend, the jackalope emits strange sounds at night, imitating human voices or distant songs. Solitary travelers report having heard something resembling a song echoing in the desert, guiding their steps away from the road. When they realize it, they are already walking in circles, disoriented, with an uncomfortable feeling of being watched. The fear does not come from the creature itself, but from the idea that something small, seemingly fragile, can manipulate your senses and lead you astray. There are also darker stories, whispered in small towns, about attacks, not large massacres, but inexplicable injuries. People found with deep cuts on their legs, as if something with antlers had dashed past and torn their skin. The jackalope is said to be territorial, attacking when someone gets too close to its hiding spots in the dry bushes or the crevices of rocks. It is not a predator that hunts from hunger, but from defense, which makes it even more unpredictable. You could pass just a few meters from it and never realize. Or you might, without warning, feel the sharp pain of something you didn't even see coming. The legend also speaks of its cunning. It is said that the jackalope is attracted to human sounds, especially singing and whistling. Some hunters believed they could lure it by mimicking songs at night, but the more disturbing reports say otherwise, that by singing, you announce your presence to the creature, and it approaches silently, testing your limits, waiting for the moment when you feel secure enough to let your guard down. It is a psychological game. The night grows quieter. The wind seems to stop, and for a few seconds you have the strange impression that you are no longer alone in that emptiness. Even though today the jackalope is often seen as a tourist curiosity, with funny images and light stories, the essence of this legend carries an ancient fear. The fear of the desert, of isolation, of creatures that have adapted to the hostile environment better than we have. The fear that, in places where civilization barely touches, there are still things that do not follow our rules. The jackalope represents the idea that nature holds secrets that prefer to remain hidden. When you hear someone laugh at this strange creature, remember that every legend is born from a real discomfort, from the chill that runs down your spine when the night is too quiet, from the fear of walking down a deserted road and feeling that there are invisible eyes watching every step you take. The jackalope may be just a myth, but the feeling it evokes is very real. And sometimes, It is that feeling that turns a simple shadow in the dark into something you will never forget. As we contemplate the jackalope's haunting presence, it serves as a reminder of the mysteries that lie beyond the ordinary, waiting to be explored and understood. What you saw is only part of the story. To stay up to date on upcoming facts, mysteries, and revelations, like, subscribe, and follow our channel.